Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out in regards to the 2nd Ezra 15:5, which Yahweh Shai is going to send his sword, famine, plague, and destruction in the latter days. And these are two articles that shows a prime examples of that. And this is a first news article from NDT.com. This was published by Jack Phillips, and it reads, C.D.C alert. It says a you-know-what outbreak on a cruise ship leaves over 150 passengers sick. It says the U.S. of the you-know-what control and prevention you-know-what reported more than 175 people were sickened with a non-you-know-what during a recent celebrity cruise summit cruise to Bermuda, if I pronounced that right. It says the outbreak of the stomach you-know-what affected some 152 passengers. About 25 cruise members says the you-know-what in a bulletin between May 15th and May 25th, which was a couple of weeks ago. It says those who were sickened exhibited potential non-you-know-what symptoms, including diarrhea, abnormal cramps and vomiting, and headaches. The gastrointestinal illness case reported are a total of an entire voyage and did not represent the number of active systematic gastrointestinal, if I pronounced that right, in cases as any given part of a call or a dismarking. The C.D.C says it's alert, but it says that in response to the outbreak, the crew of the summit increased cleaning and disinfecting procedures. According to the ship's outbreak, it says preventions and response plans, and they notify current guests of the situations on board and encourage illness reporting and good hand hygiene. It says the cruise operation also collections and sending stool specimens and gastrointestinal illness case to the C.D.C laboratory. According to the agency's officials, also provided twice daily reports of gastrointestinal. I couldn't pronounce that right. My apology. We'll continue on with the reading. Illnesses cases to the C.D.C during the outbreak investigation. It says the spokesperson for the celebrity cruise told news outlets in response to the non-you-know-what outbreak that the you-know-what of the guest communities we visit at our top priority. The Epoch Times has contacted the company for comment Tuesday to maintain the highest level of health on board ships. We implemented rigorous safety and cleaning procedures, many far exceeding public you-know-what guidelines, the spokesperson added. Combined, these efforts allowing us to maintain some of the lowest level of community spread. The non-outbreak marks the third such incident on a celebrity cruise ship this year. According to the C.D.C data, the operator experienced the outbursts of the celebrity constellation encrypts ships in March with 96 people and 136 people respectively reported illness. The you-know-what 19 outbreaks, a non-you-know-what and other gastrointestinal disease at sea plummet as demand for cruise drop. However, as the COVID-19 downs were ended, outbreaks of a known has increased to reports. And it says, what is a non-you-know-what? It says sometimes dubs the cruise ship you-know-what. Non-you-know-what is a high contagious stomach bug that often spreads in health care facilities, long-time care facilities, and restaurants, child care, and centers, and schools, and crews. According to officials, about 90% of outbreaks and diarrhea disease on cruise ships are caused by the you-know-what, as the C.D.C says. as of late. And this is a news article from CBSnews.com. This was covered about a couple of weeks ago because today is like June the 6th. I would say this is about like 2 weeks ago. And this was published by Alyssa Chasson from CBSnews.com as of May 23rd, 2023 at 5:45 p.m. from CBS News, and it reads, it says, prepare for next demic, future pathogens with even deadlier potential than code word 19, which chief warns. It says the head of the you-know-what organization urged countries across the globe to prepare for the next you-know-what, warning that future you-know-what could even worse than the code word 19, if you know what I mean. And it says the director of general, the doctor, his name of you-know-what, warning a couple of weeks after the group officials ended the World 19 Global You-Know-What during a meeting of the mentioned assembly in the Geneva, Switzerland. It says Tedros said the you-know-what is still a threat, but not the only one we may have to confront. Continuing on with the reading, it says the threat of another you-know-what emerging that causes new surges of the you-know-what that remains at the threat of another pathogen emerging with even deadlier potential remains, he said. And it says more than 6.9 people globally have gone of the you-know-what 19 during that time, according to the you-know-what tally. Tedros noted that the cold word demic shows basically everyone on the planet needs to be better protected. And it says we cannot kick this down the road, he said. If we do not make the changes, then we must make, then who will? And if we do not make those, it says then when the next you-know-what comes knocking, and it will, we must be ready to answer decisively, collectively, incredibly. And it says 194 member states are working on the global demic accord, with negotiations set to continue over the next year. Tedros, if I pronounce his name right, says an important initiative to keep the world safer. And it says, and for the enhanced international cooperation, the demic accord, a generalization committed that we will not go back to the old cycle of panic and neglect that left our world vulnerable, but move forward with a shared commitment to meet shared threats and with a shared response, he said. So I ain't gonna read all the rest of it. So that's going into the second Esdras 15:5. The latest one when 150 people were sick on a cruise ship, as the C.D.C reported on that. And then the second article that I brought about, the doctor from the W.H.O, if you know what I mean. And he says again, prepare for the next demic, possibly in the future, very soon. A pathogen even deadlier than the potential in the you-know-what 19, right? Because the you-know-what 19 came from 2020 all the way into 2021. It lasted about like 2 years, from 2020 all the way to 2022. And from the doctor of what he was saying, this might be the next one that potentially might come. This might be more deadlier. This might be more deadlier than the code word 19 that came in 2020 all the way to 2022. So this next phase might be more dangerous, potentially more than the code word 19 when that came around. And this is the doctor right here. I believe he's a so-called Ethiopian, which is a Cushite, made that statement, a couple of weeks ago. And get back to the scripture and read it over again for edification's sake. And this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Right. Hey, the Heavenly Father is going to bring those pestilence, the plagues, and locusts, just like He did in ancient Egypt. And He's bringing it back on modern day Egypt, and a whole witness for the whole world as well too, because He's going to bring the plagues of old, going to make His return